Sawadee. My name is Lamtharn, and I am from Bangkok, Thailand. I go by my artist name, your boy Hanoi, and I'm here today at BLAQLYTE to talk about how I use machine learning and artificial intelligence to empower music from my home country of Thailand and the greater Southeast Asia region. So really thinking about how we can use technologies like machine learning to empower the tuning systems, the melodies, the rhythmic structures of music that is found in Thailand, which is very, very different from music that you would hear, for example, here in Belgium or in Europe. So for example, music in Thailand, in our scale, it's actually divided into 7 notes, not 12, like you would see on a piano. So that means that our melodies sound very, very different to what you might hear in like Western classical music. And so I'm very interested in ways of using AI to generate music that follows the tuning system and follows the melodies that you would hear on Thai instruments, and then take that music and incorporate into the world of like electronic dance music. So I hope that my music sounds modern, it sounds danceable. You could listen to it at a music festival, but it's very, very Thai in its flavor, in its taste. For me, is a lot of the technologies that are developed often assume, a lot of the technologies are very rooted or limited in Western music. So it assumes like Western melodies or Western theories about harmony and structure. So very often these systems are incompatible with music from other parts of the world. Not just from Thailand, but let's say in Indonesia, or music from the Middle East, or music from South Africa or West Africa that have different tuning systems. And so one of the key points that I wanted to share with audiences here at BLAQLYTE was that there are ways that you can use machine learning in a way that actually respects and can generate things that are in tune with music that is from like Thailand. And we can use that to completely reimagine what Thai music can sound like, in 2025 and into the future. As someone that is trained in both a technical background and also an artistic background, I think that music and technology have always been very, very close to each other. So if you think about the invention of tools, we use those tools to build ships made from wood, but we also use those tools to build musical instruments made from wood. And once you have these musical instruments, you're able to make music that was not possible before. And then once you fast forward to today, you have like the electric guitar, and the invention of the electric guitar also allowed musicians to create new music and new genres of music that never existed before. If we don't have the laptop and DAWs on the laptop, we wouldn't have like Skrillex and dubstep, So I see AI as this next stage in this evolution. And I think what I'm interested in is not using AI as a tool to replace musicians, or you just hit the button and then listen to the song. I don't think that's interesting. I don't think that's real art. I don't think that's real music. I think music is there to connect with you. It connects to raw human emotion. And I'm interested in ways of using machine learning to generate, the sounds or the textures of the melodies that a musician can then use in their composition to create sounds that have like never been heard before, to create music that has never been heard before. And I think we're just at the beginning of this journey with what AI can help musicians create in the future. I think different artists and different people definitely have very different opinions about AI, whether it's a problem or whether it's a tool. I'm definitely in the side that thinks that there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of possibilities for AI, especially, for example, in the talk that I gave in terms of writing new modern music that sounds like it comes from Southeast Asia, but it has the sounds and the kinds of tones that you would expect from modern electronic music. A lot of these things would have never been possible if it wasn't for AI-based tools. So the type of music that that I'm writing right now, the type of music that I'm collaborating with other artists, would never have been possible if I was using just the tools that were found in Ableton, for example. I wouldn't be able to write music that follows the tuning system of music from Thailand. This is my first time attending in person in California, but my connection to California goes back to 2022 when I won the AI Song Contest. And the AI Song Contest was co-hosted here in La Compost in 2022. I was online, of course, as so were many of the other contestants, but that was my little connection with California, and I'm really excited to be back here today in person to talk about the music that I've been writing since then. I think that it's very, very important to have events like California because, well, I think there's two main reasons. I think that when we're thinking about music and technology, or just arts and technology more broadly, it requires people from all industries to be thinking together and to essentially be on the same page with one another. So you need to have researchers, you need to have people in business, you need to have artists, you need to have the managers, you have to have people that work in the legal and the finances, be having these conversations and making sure that whatever systems that we build actually make sense for everyone. It's impossible for a room of research scientists to understand what the managers, for example, might want, but it's also impossible for a room full of managers to actually understand how many of these systems work. So I think California is wonderful for bringing these people together. And then the second reason is also the kinds of conversations and conclusions that are made in a space like this when they dissipate and they affect, other industries outside of the conference. So we take the learnings that we have back to our own communities, back to our companies. We can use those conclusions to change the industry in a better direction. So that's why I think the conference is great, and that's why I'm here.